Hello, the wonderful people of YouTube. Retro Rewinder here, coming at you with another episode of Drive Time. On this episode of Drive Time, I wanted to talk about a topic that kind of tears me down the middle, whether I think it's a good thing or a bad thing. And that is Goodwill. Here recently, there's been a lot of news about the Grid, which is a video game store ran by Goodwill, so all of its stock is from donations. Goodwill is one of those businesses that in the top level tiers of their company, the people make a ridiculous amount of money. And they do that by taking in people's donations and selling them for a profit. I kind of have a problem with this because at the top level it funds all these huge salaries. But on the other hand, on the lower level, the individual stores, they actually do some good things. They do not give a bunch of money back to the communities. They don't help, feed the homeless or anything like that, like some thrift stores do. But they do train people. Most of the training, the actual training, is done at specific locations. They have training facilities. But they do employ a lot of people with special needs. And this is why it kind of tears me down the middle, because I work at a company that helps people with special needs. I work at a day placement where we do contract work. My particular job is I take people out into the community and, have fun while teaching them skills like money skills, how to talk to people, that kind of stuff. My wife, on the other hand, works at the same exact company I do, but she helps people get jobs in the community. And I see firsthand that Goodwill does hire people with special needs because she has multiple people that get jobs at Goodwill. And Goodwill treats them really well. They give them a steady paycheck, just like you would expect to get most of the time it's minimum wage, but with the opportunity of raises. And it gives them something that a lot of the other companies in my area aren't giving them, and that's a chance. A lot of the companies won't hire people with special needs, whether that be Down syndrome, autism, any of the other intellectual disabilities, physical disabilities as well. So it's just kind of a topic that I have a hard time wrapping my head around, whether I like Goodwill or I don't like Goodwill. I always stop into a Goodwill, I always stop into a Goodwill to take a look, even though most of the time they're sending their games off to the online store, which I think is ridiculous. I do like that they are hiring people with these needs, but I think that they get too greedy. If Goodwill just stayed local, sold their games to the local public, and did not expand to the online market and now the Grid, I would have much less problem with them. A lot of the Goodwills around here, when they have something, they charge a flat price. Excuse me. And I'm fine with that, even if it's a slightly higher price. Let's say $6 a game. I can handle that when you can find games in that $6 range that are still a good deal. And then all the other ones you don't buy, and then if nobody buys them, then they can ship them to they're called, what are they called around here? Goodwill outlets, which is basically where they take all the stuff that didn't sell in store and they mark them down a lot less, and instead of actually marking them down, they sell them by the weight in these Goodwill outlets. I think that's a perfect model, and the people up top should still be getting a good paycheck, and the people in the individual stores should be getting a good paycheck. But yeah, the problem is when you're instead of selling a thing for $6, you're looking up the price on eBay or selling it on your own online store where you're not charging fees, obviously, because you own the market. You're not, submitting it to eBay and then paying an eBay fee. You have your own online market, which is crazy because I've checked them before, and some of that stuff sells more than eBay, and you have to pay the shipping on it. It's just a bit ridiculous to me, but it is something that, it kind of tears me down the middle, just for the fact that I have seen the individual stores do good work and hire people that need these jobs. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that for a minute, actually 5 minutes, and see if you guys have an opinion. I know most people in the video game community hate Goodwill, and it's not that I hate them. Like I said, I hate the top, not even hate, I dislike the top tiers of the company and how they make so much money, and yet the people below them are getting not much. But I do appreciate the fact that they do hire people, because people with special needs need the help with getting jobs, because it is harder. So this has been Retro Rewinder, and I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit, see what your thoughts were, and I'll talk to you next drive.